my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion, and I want people who actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Uncle Solomon. So good to be with you. Hope you're doing well. I see people trooping in. Awesome. Good to have each and every one of you. The guys who have subscribed and the guys who haven't subscribed yet. But I would encourage you, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple. Also, like the video, share the video, comment, keep liking. That would help us with the engagement that would help us, position us well with YouTube. So please make sure you do that. If you are a fan of YouTube, you know that there are opportunities when it comes to YouTube, creating content and also getting views, getting subscribers, and monetizing, that is making money. So with my experience, I do private coaching on YouTube. Matter of fact, I did one this morning with a sister in Oklahoma City in the US. We did that online. So whether you're in ministry, you want to use it for business, you want to use it for something you feel God has called you to do, whatever way, get in touch with me on this number, +27 822129438, for minimal fee. I do that online. I do that physically, for people who are around Johannesburg. So please do get in touch with me. Now, normally when you have a church where the founder is beginning to get to a place where they want to have a succession plan, one of the things we've seen is family members taking over from the father, children, brothers, sisters, and sometimes it creates conversations. People have different opinion when it comes to that. And that's the case now with what's happening with Bishop T.D. Jakes of the Potter's House Church. We know Bishop T.D. Jakes is 66, right? And he's been around for a long time. And we know he has kids, girls especially, and his kids actually, they face one sort of dysfunctionality and the other, almost all of them at one point, right? But we know he has created a big sort of like church ministry. With T.D. Jakes, there's quite a lot that I do not agree with him with. But that's just by the way. But last Sunday, he anointed his daughter, Sarah Jakes, and her husband, Tory Roberts, as assistant pastors. So they are assistant pastors to him. Now, in the 26-year history of the church, there was no assistant pastor. There was no position of assistant pastor. So this was created, and they are occupying that role as assistant pastor. So what does that mean? Does that mean they're next? Because if you're assistant, you would take charge. Next thing, you will be the one to take charge. If you're assistant, who is the pastor? T.D. Jakes. So you are next in line. You are next to take over. So he was at the Potter's House in the 27-year history, and people, especially also obviously, didn't expect that this was going to happen. But this is a photo from Sunday. This is him in front with his wife and the other pastors who were also promoted. But the two couple in white there, see, they are wearing white because they have become the assistant pastor. So that's Sarah Jakes with Sarah Jake Roberts with her husband, Tory Roberts. So they are officially, I would say, second in command of the Potter's House Church. We know Sarah Jakes. She also have her own history. And it was good to see her coming out of that brokenness. She got married. She actually got pregnant when she was 13. Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes. She was 13, 1-3 when she got pregnant. You can imagine the stigma, church people, what they're saying. So she struggled with it. And then she got married. And then she got divorced. And so this is her second marriage. Pregnant at 13 on her second marriage. But we've seen how she's sort of like has a message from that pain and that brokenness. And we've seen how she's been growing, and she has grown over the years. Right. So I'm not going to go into doctrinal issues or whatever, but I'm just looking at succession plans around churches. Is your son the best to take over? Is the son the best to take over from the father, who is the founder of the church? Is the daughter the best to take over? Is the brother, the cousin, the best to take over? Should a family member take over? Matter of fact, I put it to you, the question is, why should a family member take over? So were there not capable leaders, pastors that have been there in the 27-year history of the church? Now, I'm not against family members succeeding, a son succeeding his father. I'm not against that, to be honest with you, because the father could be called and the son could be called too. But the problem is when we have the father being called and the son or the daughter, they were not really called, but they're just doing it anyway. We've seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of that where it totally damages a church, where somehow the son or the daughter had to just do ministry or preach or become a pastor because of family history and because they need somebody to take over. With Sarah Jakes, I don't know, but so obviously the way she preaches and teaches is very convincing that, she has a calling. But why do we see some churches and ministries imposing their family members on others, bypassing other seasoned leaders, gifted leaders who were there? Because we see a lot of that, not just around the African church, but also globally. Because once we begin to do that, then it's sort of like it's become almost like a business. And you see, when you have a church and then you put the son succeeding the father, you would know in a couple of years, 5-10 years, you would know if the son was really called or not, because all of that would come out. So what do you think about Sarah Jakes and her husband, Tory Jakes? This is them together. They're now officially assistant pastors of the Potter's House Church. In the 27-year history of the church, they never had assistant pastors. So they are the first assistant pastors. They only had the pastor. And then you would have the manager in charge of, the leader in charge of this, or the elder in charge of that, or whatever. But now they are the assistant pastors. That's why, as you can see, the way they're dressed here, they dress in white. So they're distinctively different from the other leaders, as you can see, in black. What do you think about it? What do you think about even just the whole aspect of children succeeding their fathers when it comes to ministry? Your dad was a pastor, so you are going to be a pastor. You are going to be a prophet. Sometimes even pressure from the church or pressure from the parents. Alex says it's his private business. It's his family empire. He owns a ministry and preserving his family legacy. Right? So we have all of that comment. And there's a lot of other comments. So what do you think? Let me know what you think. Please share this video, like this video, and let us know what you think. AO says, if a son or daughter isn't called by God, they shouldn't be chosen to be shepherds of of Christ's flock. This type of nepotism is destroying the church. As it appears, this position has been created for them. Yeah, the position was created for them because in the 27-year history of the Potter's house of the church, they never had assistant pastors. Never, ever. Akungboa is saying, I don't really know what to say about all these churches issue coming up all the time. And we need to interrogate these things, right? Even if we don't have an answer to it, but we need to, it help us to think, and then we go to scriptures. What does the Bible say? Whether it's clear or not clear, that is completely another issue. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you. Please make sure you share this video and like it and also comment. God bless.